Hi, Lee Phillips here. I want to talk to you for 2 seconds about a concept in LLCs called centralized management. And the issue is that mean that if I'm renting real estate, I have real estate in my LLC, and I have the management company do the management of the real estate, tenants and all that garbage, is that centralized management in the LLC? Well, let me review for you. An LLC can only have 2 of the 4 elements of a corporation. This was the deal that Wyoming struck with the IRS when they first created the LLC in 1977, and they asked the IRS, how are we going to tax it? The IRS came back and said, how do we know this isn't just a corporation? And a corporation has 4 elements. It has transferability, it has centralized management, it has continuity of life, and of course it has the limited liability shield. Can't sue me, I got the corporate shield out in front of me. And Wyoming said, well, okay, we'll only let an LLC have 2 of those 4. People get to choose which 2. They're going to be outlined in your operating agreement. And you need to check your operating agreement and see which 2 you have. You're always going to have limited liability. You want the corporate shield. But which one of the other 3 are you going to get? I don't know. Well, if you go to the lawyer and you say, well, what do I do? Is it member managed or manager managed? And the lawyers looked at it and said, doesn't matter. The internet sites say, just pick one. Well, it does matter, because if you pick manager managed, you have now picked centralized management. So I've now picked my limited liability shield and my other one. I have centralized management. The problem is people get check happy, basically. I need this one, this one, this one. And if I've got 3 of these 4 elements, then technically I don't have a corporation, that has 4. And I don't have an LLC, that has 2. When you get into court, the other side's going to argue, hey, Your Honor, they don't have a corporation, they don't have an LLC, they have a partnership. And the judge is going to go along with them in many, many cases. So it is important. So if I have a management company managing my real estate, do I have to pick centralized management? Centralized management means that the management of the LLC is centralized in the management team. In a corporation, the management doesn't rest with the shareholders, it rests with the board of directors, the president, the vice president, all these guys, the management team. If I pick member managed, then a member has to be the manager. You can't hire a gun outside. Well, so I hire the gun. I hire the management guys to manage the real estate that's in the LLC. Can you see where I'm going? The answer has nothing to do with the LLC. The LLC is controlled by these guys, not this management team that's running the real estate. The question is, who's running the LLC? If you picked member managed, then a member has to be running the LLC. And frankly, in your little real estate company or your little company, whether it's a drain rotor-rooter or a retail store, whatever it is, you're not going to go out and hire a gun to come in and manage your company. You're not going to have a board of directors and hire a president who doesn't own the company. You're going to own the company and you're going to be the manager. So pick member managed. Now I have 2 more that I can choose between: transferability or continuity of life. And you're going to pick one of those 2. So we have another on continuity of life. We have another YouTube on each one of these 4 elements. But the question often comes up, if I hire a management company, does that mean that I have to have centralized management in my LLC? And the answer is no. The LLC is hiring this management company to manage the real estate, not to manage the LLC. So hopefully that cleared up hiring a real estate management company in an LLC. Now, don't forget to subscribe and love us and kiss us. And by the way, you really ought to get the mini course on LLCs. Just click the button below and we'll give it to you. It's free. And it goes through this sort of stuff for you. All right, Lee Phillips, good luck in your real estate investing and your LLC.